Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lebu Makua. Um, I've been having so many learners saying, "Oh, say, oh, brother Lebu, we are struggling to calculate rent income when it comes to when it increases or decreases with a percentage or amount of money during the year, and there's a certain amount of money which is accrued or it was paid in advance." So today, just for starters, guys, I will ensure that this video is short, not longer than 5 minutes, just to solve this transaction. You are given a pre-adjustment trial balance. Let's not forget that we said in a pre-adjustment trial balance, this adjustment were not taken into account unless you were told that it was recorded or taken into account. So we are given a pre-adjustment trial balance on the 28th of February 2023. Rent expense amount we were given 59,850. Additional information, it says rent expense is paid 1 month in advance, and as you can see here, our financial year ends 28 February 2023. So which means if they will say 1 month in advance, this 1 month in advance, which means is March, 2023. So we want to, because this amount is advanced, so we know that if it's advanced, it should be subtracted because it does not fall in the financial records of the current financial period. So this amount was paid for the next financial period, so it should be removed from the books of the current financial period, guys. Okay, so they said rent expense is paid 1 month in advance, and you said that month is March and it was paid in advance, which should be subtracted. The rent was increased by 10% per annum on 1 January 2023. So there's this amount of money which is included there, which falls on the records for the next financial period, guys. So the rent was increased by 10% per annum. So what do you do here? Either you do a timeline, or you just calculate the date. So if you do the timeline, you can say my financial period started on 1 March 2023. How did you find that, guys? Don't forget that if we close our financial period on the 28th of February 2023, then on the next day we are reopening for operations, guys. So which means you will reverse. You will say what is the date tomorrow is on the 1st of March, and you reverse this year backward. So it will give you 2022. That was the financial that was the beginning of the financial period. So it was March, and then it's April, it's May, it's June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, the end of the financial period, and it was also paid for March 2023, which is advanced. So we know that if the financial period ends on the 28th, which means it's 12 months plus this 1 month, which is March, which will give us 13 months. So let's calculate to verify if these months do balance, guys. Okay, so it will be on the 1st of March is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then it's 13. So it's 13 months. So for this whole, because they said it increased on the 1st of January. So until this December, the rent was 100% because there was no increase, guys. Then from 1 January to March, then it was 110%. How to define that? It was 100% before increase, then plus the 10%, then it will give us 110%. So if you calculate this month, should also balance as well. Then if you say you do a calculation for the dates, you just say from March. Then from March, at the beginning of March, whereby it was 100% from the beginning of March, is March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So we'll count until December, which will give you 10 months because the rent was increased from 1 January. So from 1 January, you will say 1 January, February, March, which is 3 months, which is 3 months, guys. So this 3 months, 10 plus 3, it will give you 13 months. So far it balances, guys. So this 10 months, this first 10 months, the rent was 100%, and this 3 months, the rent was how many percent? Was 110%, guys. So if you add this, it will give you 13 months. So you should ensure that you calculate your dates carefully, because once you miss anything from the date section, then everything is wrong, guys. Then, so you see now it balances. This 10 months plus 3 months give us 13 months from the timeline or from the date which you have counted, guys. So if you do a calculation here, you will say 110 is 10 times 100 is 10 times 100, it will give you 1,000 rand. Then 3 times 110, it will give you 330. In total, it will give you 1,330. All right, then now, guys, we will check this amount from the trial balance, which is 59,850. This 59,850, and then since we saw that these 3 months, which include the month from January, February, and March, these 3 months. So this amount which we want is at 110%. So if you can check and say, it's 59,850, and you multiply that amount, don't forget that this amount is represented by this 1,330, which we have calculated here. So it is for the 13 months. This amount is for 13 months, don't remember, because it is the pre-adjustment trial balance, which means this amount which was in advance was not yet recorded or removed from that amount, which was 59,850. Then we want maybe this 3/3. This 3/3, don't forget that it is for 3 months. Then how much we look at, because it's 59,850 times 330 over 1,330. 1,330, it will give us 14,850. Don't forget that this amount is for how many months? For 3 months. Then you divide it with 3 months. Divide by 3 months. Then per month it will give you 4,950. This is the amount that is in advance. Or in another way, what can you do? You can just say this 59,850 multiplied by 110, which 110 is only for just 1 month, because all this month, this 110 is represent the January, February, and March. So that's why we took this 3 months and multiplied it by 110 and give us 330 for the 3 months, guys. So you can just say 110, which is only for March, and then divide by 1,330. It will give you the amount for 1 month, which is 59,850 times 110 over 1,330. It will give you 4,950. This is the amount that is in advance. Do you know that you have to take this amount from your trial balance first, 59,850? If there's a mark allocated in it, you should ensure that you first include it in your trial balance, and then since we knew that this amount was in advance, then it should be subtracted. Then we subtract this 4,950 that was in advance, and then how much will it give us from this 59,850? You subtract 4,950. It will give you 54,900. Don't forget that this amount was for 13 months, and then this one is, we subtract the 1 month, and then it will be the amount for the current financial year, which is 12 months, guys. Thank you for your time. This video escalated, guys, to almost 8 to 10 minutes, guys. I'm sorry, but I hope you do understand, guys. Please comment, subscribe, guys. Follow me on Facebook at Lebohang Makua, and subscribe here on YouTube at Be Educated with Lebo, guys. Thank you, and see you next time.